Welcome to Zico's Innovation Theater presentation, 4G Meets the G-Man. I'm Gary Muller, Vice President for Business Development at Zico Corporation. Zico has a unique set of talents that we are now applying to the public sector markets. We are one of the largest mobile app software developers in the world, with expertise in Apple, Android, Windows, and BlackBerry devices. Our 3D development team creates stunning 3D mobile games and animations. We also do enterprise solutions using technologies like .NET and Java. Powerful mobile devices, such as the iPhone and the iPad from Apple, are running faster with wireless 4G and LTE networks for voice and data, and have been widely adopted. Law enforcement officers are now increasingly using these devices in their daily duties, even if it happens to be their own. Many police departments are exploring the use of these cost-effective devices, using them out of the box or finding simple utilities in the App Store to assist them. 2013 will be the year that tablets like the iPad will outsell ruggedized notebooks and MDPs in law enforcement and fire service. No one wants to spend $4,000, $5,000, or even $6,000 on these bricks anymore. With the assistance of the Lowell Police Department, we are going to explore the use of wireless and mobile devices in real-world scenarios. This will demonstrate the use of mobile technologies that enable officers to improve their situational awareness and effectiveness in serving their community. We hope you will find the presentation both informative and entertaining. But first, let's hear from the Chief of Police for Lowell, Massachusetts.
Thank you, Gary. My name is Ken LaValle. I'm the Superintendent, or Chief, if you will, of the Lowell, Massachusetts Police Department. The city of Lowell is a city of 106,000 people 25 miles northwest of Boston. Lowell has a very proud industrial heritage. The city of Lowell is the first planned industrial city in the United States of America. Today, the city of Lowell continues to lead in innovation. Currently, the Lowell Police Department is working with Zico to deploy wireless mobile technology to the field. Our police officers are working in conjunction with Zico with the iPad, the PolicePad, taking them out in the field and actually having information at their fingertips, readily available, getting the information much quicker than they used to. This information is vital to the decisions they make so they can make fast, reliable, quick decisions at a moment's notice. In the next few minutes, you will see several scenes where Lowell police officers are using their technology in the field and showing how important it can be to make these decisions in a timely manner. We hope that you find these scenarios informative and interesting. I hope that you can bring these back to your departments and you can utilize this technology to help your officers in the field. Back to you, Gary.
Thank you, Chief. With Lowell police officers as our G-men and their wireless mobile devices as our 4G, let's jump right in and view our first scenario that we like to call Sex Offender in the City.
As a man continues to drink, his urges continue to grow. Eventually, the urges become too much, and the man stumbles his way outside. It's just an ordinary day at the local park. Little Phil and his mother arrive on a beautiful sunny day. Phil enjoys his time playing in the grass as his mother watches from a nearby bench. When a friend of the mother arrives, she becomes distracted. As the mother is talking to her friend, the drunken man sees little Phil unattended. With a little help of some candy, he is able to lure Phil over. In a short amount of time, the drunken man is guiding Phil along and heading back home. When the mother turns around to check on little Phil, the once ordinary day turns into a nightmare. She looks around with hope that he just wandered off, but to no avail. As she calls 911, you can hear the horrors in her voice. "Someone please help. My son is missing. I think someone took him." When the police officer arrives, the mother and her friend are gathered for questioning. The officer is holding a powerful tool in his hand, PolicePad. With PolicePad, the officer can use the sex offender feature to quickly look up suspects in the area in a matter of seconds. As the officer scrolls through the different sex offenders in the area, the mother notices a man who was walking around the park earlier. Within seconds, all relative information to the suspect can be pulled up. Instead of spending precious minutes and hours gathering the same information from headquarters, the officer wastes no time. With PolicePad, the officer is also able to see the locational hazards. In this case, he can see the suspect has a pit bull at his home. Forewarned is forearmed. When the officer arrives at the suspect's house, he sees him walking with little Phil to his door. The officer is able to quickly apprehend the sex offender and make the arrest. With the help of PolicePad and the sex offender feature, the officer was able to quickly gather information on potential suspects, make the arrest, and save the little boy before any harm was done. As the boy is happily reunited with his mother, it's a wonder what could have happened to him without the help of PolicePad.
If this were to occur in your jurisdiction, how long would it take your department to gather local sex offender information that witnesses would be able to review to identify the suspect? What if you needed information and photos on recent parolees? Don't waste valuable time gathering data to show a witness at the station when there are victims at risk. Most wireless tablets and mobile phones have cameras, permitting you to take high-quality photographs and record video for future playing. Now coupled with faster 4G and LTE data networks, these devices can be used to broadcast live video feeds. It's amazing technology to be able to stream live video to anyone else in the world. Next, we will take a look at how streaming capabilities can be useful in a scenario we call "a river runs through it."
Natural disasters cause havoc throughout the world and are known for the extensive damage they can cause. Because of this, it is important for emergency management personnel to be able to effectively assess the extent of the damage. This will help them determine how and where resources should be deployed to protect lives, save property, and provide other essential services. In Lowell, Massachusetts, the Merrimack River and the city's canals continue to rise, causing the city to begin to flood. Excess water pours out into the streets and drowns the park benches. Roads become blocked and citizens are trapped. Responding to a citizen's calls for help and with reports of widespread flooding, the Emergency Operations Center is activated. Police and firefighters are deployed to assist citizens in need and begin windshield assessments to survey the damages and get information back to the EOC. By using PolicePad and PolicePhone and their streaming video capabilities, they can now stream live video feeds of the current flooding conditions and the surrounding damages. Through this stream, the Emergency Operations Center can effectively see the extent of the flooding, greatly supplementing the descriptions provided by deployed personnel over the radio. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, a panoramic live feed from PolicePad is worth 10,000. Windshield assessments are now viewed remotely, enabling more effective emergency management decisions. Even other officers and firefighters are able to see these same flood conditions as they deploy to participate in a variety of emergency operations. There are many situations where streaming live video will be extremely useful to officers and firefighters alike. This is made possible by the use of today's mobile devices with built-in cameras and live video streaming capabilities using 4G wireless data networks.
Streaming live video feed allows command staff and first responders to be well aware of the situation at hand. What streaming scenarios will you find useful in serving your community? Instant messaging has become part of everyone's daily lives. The ability to quickly send text messages, images, or video clips allow information to be provided instantly. The same is true in law enforcement. Quickly disseminating pictures, videos, and other information of an incident to officers on patrol using mobile devices helps make a big difference in apprehending a suspect. Let's take a look at a robbery at the convenience store on Merrimack Street in a scenario we call "On the Boulevard."
It's just another normal day at the local market. As the man goes up to the register to purchase his drink, He kindly greets the cashier. The cashier gladly rung up the order and opened the register to give the man his change. As the cashier turns to the customer, a sudden chill of fear runs through her spine. "Give me all the money!" the man shouts. The cashier is trembling as she gets the cash out of the register. When the bag is filled with money, the man rushes out the door, leaving the cashier in shock. The cashier quickly calls the police, and in a few moments an officer arrives. After the officer gets details of the robbery from the cashier, he asks to see the surveillance footage. As the surveillance footage plays, the cashier stops the video on the suspect's face. The officer takes out his police phone and snaps a picture of the suspect using the PoliceCam applet. With PoliceCam, an officer can quickly take pictures, video, or stream live feed and send them to other officers quickly and easily. The officer uses Group MMS to fill out a BOLO description and attaches a photo of the suspect to quickly dispatch the information to all other officers. Within seconds, 2 officers sitting in a police cruiser a few blocks away receive an MMS message on their PolicePad showing the BOLO of the man who robbed the store. Suddenly, they notice a man walking down the street, matching the photo and description from the MMS message. The man, unaware that he has been caught on camera and is a known suspect, pays no attention to the police cruiser as he casually walks by. The officers approach the armed man and apprehend him before he can get away. With the quickness of police phone, the suspect is now being taken downtown to be booked. Why go through the hassle of taking hours to gather the surveillance footage, disperse information, and send out resources to apprehend the suspect when it can be done in seconds by using PoliceCam and a simple MMS group message?
So what didn't happen? No trying to copy the recording, trying to replay the footage with the right codecs, and there were no delays in getting the suspect's picture out to the rest of the force. A simple form of communication can make all the difference in making a quick arrest. We've shown that mobile devices in officers' hands can greatly improve their response. The public can assist as well. Permitting them to use mobile devices to report crimes or incidents as they occur enables a quick response. This scenario is called
Breaking up is hard to do. Don't take your love.
A couple is seen walking through the park, but the man seems very irritated. One thing leads to another, and the man begins to scream at his girlfriend. As moments pass, anger turns to rage as the man shoves the girl to the ground. While the situation intensifies, a bystander uses her mobile device, equipped with the Eye on World app, to report this domestic violence to local authorities, along with a photograph of the man. 2 police officers are on patrol with their mobile device. They have set PolicePad to give them a notification when a citizen reports a crime within the patrol area. A notification appears immediately after the bystander has reported the domestic dispute, and the officers head to the park. As the officers arrive at the scene, they notice the woman sitting on a park bench. She tells the officers what happened and points out the direction the man has gone. Because the officers had clear identification of the suspect, he is arrested without hesitation.
With mobile devices, the public can quickly report incidents, sending text, images, and video needed by officers to take effective action. This brings us to our last video. We will show how using wireless mobile technology allows officers to view live video feeds from surveillance cameras. Our scenario is called Schoolhouse Shock.
An unidentified intruder is seen wearing a trench coat, acting very suspicious on campus. There are reports that this intruder may be carrying a weapon, and the school goes into a lockdown. All windows and doors are closed, with the students finding safe places to be. One student in particular was off by herself and very afraid. She found a safe corner to hide and took out her phone. Not wanting to call 911 to make her presence known, she is able to text 911 to tell them where she is and ask for help. With PolicePad at their disposal, the team is able to look at the live video feed of the surveillance cameras to find the location of the intruder. Suddenly, the dangerous man is seen wandering a hallway in one of the main buildings. Now knowing that the girl who texted 911 is in a completely different building and out of harm's way, they are able to rescue her without any risk. With the intruder's position known, the police can set up a plan of attack to quickly apprehend him before anyone can get hurt. As the man runs to an exit, he finds that the door is locked and becomes trapped. The officers are able to make the arrest with little resistance. There are many systems set in place to help keep people safe, but sometimes an extra hand is needed. With advancement in mobile technology, the ability to see a surveillance camera's footage in real time can be that extra hand.
Having eyes inside is very important for officers to help potential victims escape injury or rescue innocent bystanders caught in a crossfire. How long did officers at Columbine wait outside before knowing what the situation was inside the school? More institutions, such as schools, banks, and retail stores, are implementing surveillance systems. The ability to switch these live feeds to a first responder's mobile device will become an important aid in search and rescue and suspect apprehension. In addition, did you notice the student texting 911? By texting 911 instead of calling, a potential killer would not be able to hear and locate her. Texting 911 will be widely adopted over the next couple of years. What we've shown you is just a part of what can be accomplished with mobile devices and wireless services. We've shared a few scenarios highlighting the benefits mobile devices and wireless technologies provide: better situational awareness, better decision making, and better results. This is technology actually being deployed today by the Lowell Police Department. We want to thank them for participating. Visit Zico at booth 2004 at 3 o'clock today to explore these technologies with your own hands. Learn more about how mobile computing is changing law enforcement practices. Talk with Lowell officers about their experiences pioneering iPads in a mobile environment. While there, enter to win a free week stay at our corporate retreat in Maui. Enjoy a relaxing and secluded week for two with your own private outdoor pool and jacuzzi. Take in breathtaking views of the mountains and ocean. One lucky visitor will be selected. It could be you. I'd like to end by thanking you for coming to 4G Meets the G-Man. We hope you've enjoyed our presentation.